Hey guys, it's me, Susmita. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Storytime with Susmita. If you love listening to beautiful stories and want to escape into a magical world, just like I do, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Oh, and here's a bonus. My stories will also help you improve and learn English in a fun way. So let's dive right in. Today's story is Mia, A Journey to Confidence. Mia was an 18-year-old girl in high school, a place she dreaded stepping into every morning. While other students chatted, laughed, and formed groups in the bustling hallways, Mia felt like an outsider. She was painfully shy and preferred keeping to herself. Her favorite spot in the entire school was the small garden tucked away behind the main building. During breaks, when the laughter and chatter of other students became too much, Mia would retreat to this quiet place, where she'd sit on a bench and lose herself in her sketches. Her pencil moved effortlessly, creating beautiful drawings that spoke of her emotions and imagination. But her solitude didn't go unnoticed. Some students began to talk about her. "She's so weird," they whispered, loud enough for Mia to overhear. "Why doesn't she ever talk to anyone?" These words hurt Mia, but she never let it show. She thought it was better to stay silent than to try and explain herself. Over time, her silence became a magnet for bullies. One day, while she was washing her hands in the restroom, a group of girls walked in. They started laughing, pointing fingers, and throwing tissues at her. "What's that you're drawing all the time? Some fantasy world where people like you fit in?" one of them sneered. Before Mia could respond, they splashed water on her, drenching her uniform. Humiliated and teary-eyed, she left without saying a word. When she got home that evening, her family was gathered around the dining table, ready for dinner. Mia sat down quietly, her head lowered, poking at her food without taking a single bite. Her father tried to engage her in conversation, and her younger brother joked around, but Mia didn't respond. Her mother watched her closely, sensing that something was deeply wrong. After dinner, Mia slipped away to her room. She sat on her bed, hugging her knees, her face buried in her arms as tears streamed down her cheeks. A soft knock interrupted her sobs. It was her mother who came in and sat beside her. "Mia, sweetheart, what's wrong?" she asked gently. For a moment, Mia hesitated. She didn't want to burden her mom with her problems. But the warmth in her mother's voice broke down her walls, and she poured out everything. The whispers, the bullying, the incident in the restroom. Her mother listened intently, her heart breaking for her daughter. When Mia finished, her mother pulled her into a comforting hug and said, "Mia, you are not weird. You are talented and special. Don't let their words define you. Show them who you really are." She gave Mia some advice on how to stand tall and face the world. That night, Mia went to bed with her mother's words echoing in her mind. The next morning, she woke up feeling different. She stood in front of the mirror and saw not a shy, awkward girl, but someone who had something to offer. Determined to change her story, Mia walked into school with her head held high. During the day, she smiled at her classmates and even struck up small conversations. Some were surprised by this new version of Mia, but they responded warmly. Slowly, she started to feel a little more comfortable around them. It wasn't easy, and there were moments when she felt like retreating to the garden again. But she reminded herself of her mother's words. A few weeks later, the school announced its annual function. It was a big event, with students showcasing their talents in music, dance, and art. Encouraged by her mother, Mia decided to participate in the drawing competition. She spent hours at home perfecting her piece, a vibrant sketch that captured her emotions and creativity. On the day of the event, Mia felt nervous but excited. As she presented her artwork, the entire school was captivated by its beauty and depth. When the winners were announced, Mia's name was called for the first prize. The auditorium erupted in applause, and for the first time, Mia felt truly seen. Her classmates, who once mocked her, came up to congratulate her. "I didn't know you were so talented, Mia," one of them said. "Your drawing was amazing." Gradually, more and more students started talking to her, and Mia found herself making friends. The transformation was slow but steady. Mia's confidence grew, and she began to enjoy school for the first time. At home, her family noticed the change in her. That evening, she sat at the dining table, laughing and chatting with her parents and siblings. It was a moment of pure happiness, a reminder of how far she had come. Mia's story wasn't just about overcoming bullying, it was about finding her inner strength and embracing who she was. And as she sat there with her family, she knew she would never let anyone dim her light again. So that's the end of today's story. If you enjoyed it, please like this video and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. Also, let me know what kind of stories you'd like to hear next. And here's something special. If you have an inspiring story from your own life, send it to me. If I love it, I'll feature it in one of my upcoming episodes of Storytime with Susmita. Until then, take care and goodbye. See you with my next story.